Great day today. I'm going to take the next few minutes and take you on a quick overview of our company, Global Renaissance Insurance Marketing. And we're going to spend a few minutes together here today and talk to you about possibility of you having a business relationship with us. I'm your host today. I'm David Weiner, and I am the president of Global Renaissance Insurance Marketing. This is your blueprint today to becoming literally in the top 1% of all elite producers. And I'm going to share the reasons why today. As I said a second ago, I'm David Weiner. That's a picture of me and my wife, and we are your hosts today. A little bit about my background. I've been doing this a long time. I am the CEO and president of Global Renaissance Insurance Marketing, headquartered in Chesterfield, Missouri. We are a 50-state firm. I've been doing this 39 years, and if I was going to brag about one thing in my background, I would go about 20 years ago, because everybody remembers the Blue Cross companies. 3 of them from the states of Texas, New Mexico, and Illinois were all merged together 20 years ago into a company called Healthcare Service Corporation. And in their annual report 20 years ago, my agency and myself was mentioned in about a paragraph in that annual report because we were doing 25% of their business for one of their companies. Because of that work 20 years ago, I was asked to participate in the first World Conference on United States soil for the insurance industry regarding critical illness down 18 years ago at the Disney Yacht Club. And the last piece of bragging on myself, I'm a former state chairman for the state of Missouri for the National Business Advisory Council. Now, taking you back kind of on a History Channel type trip on what led to this agency, we started, oh my God, this is 30 years ago. And we started with 8 agents in our first agency. Our first year at it, we did $1.6 million of life insurance premium on an average sale of $70 a month. We created an agent-owned agency. And in 1992, with that structure, we grew literally over 8,000 agents in our first full year. And we did over $16 million in production, which is not too shabby in the life industry. Now, we sold that agency after paying out $100 million to our field force in commissions over a 4.5-year time frame for just over $48 million. And we did it again and took an equity distribution in 2020. We are re-entering the independent distribution system today. And this is our baby. It's Global Renaissance Insurance Marketing. Now, since this is about you today, and not so much the choices that we've made to get here, it is about you. And why do so many agents in today's millennium, why are they failing? Because everything you've done up to this point has completely changed. We're not doing telemarketing anymore. You know, your smartphones have caller ID. You don't answer to strangers. It's just people don't have phones in their homes. Direct mail. Come on now. We bank online. We do our mailing online. We do everything online. We don't really go back to, do you go to a mailbox? What's sitting in the mailbox other than junk mail? What about an email campaign? The problem with that is I don't open emails from strangers. In fact, my mailbox is full of just junk mail by the tens of thousands of pieces that I don't know how to get rid of. I mean, email campaigns don't work. And by the way, would you really open an email from a stranger? I mean, do you really want to be in line at Best Buy buying a new laptop today because you got some, virus put up in your computer that you didn't want? It's not like a computer can wear a mask today, can it? Okay, that was a bad joke. What about cold calling? Those of you buying online leads and then realizing you can't get the person on phone, and then you're going out there knocking on someone's door, a stranger, and cold calling. Come on. I have no desire to do it, and neither do you. So why do most agents not succeed? And why have so many left our industry in the last decade? Because they have to change quite a few things to have success. You have to change everything. And for you to prosper in the 21st century, all the things you've learned in the past, you just got to basically toss out the window. So let's talk about a successful model. You have to reverse the process. We use social media. Customers find you. They book you for innovative ideas. And one of our innovative ideas that's been booming for us is being able to lead with getting a person out of debt. And then we actually turn that debt into an actual income producing asset. We teach them how to bank like a bank. And when you come into our trainings and stuff like that, you will learn that. But for starters, no cold calling or chasing the consumer. The clients really do come to us. Now, to prove my point, I am going to leave the PowerPoint for a quick second. I'm going to go online for a quick second, and I'm going to dive into my calendar. That's this week. I'm going to go into last week. I'm going to go into the week before. My calendar is booked literally 10 to 12 hours a day with consumers coming in wanting to find out exactly what I do. Now I'm going to come back in. We're going to reopen back up our PowerPoint. But if you want to be successful, you have to reverse the process and let the client get educated online and then go to your calendar and book you for an actual appointment. All we do is we choose how much money we want to spend in advertising and pay somebody else, an expert. You know, you don't want to sit there and have to learn how to build funnels and build advertising campaigns and stuff and then manage it. Your time is too valuable. You need to spend that time with the consumer, not how to find the consumer. Now, this is the major features. We use GPS technology. Now, you use GPS in your car. It's mapping technology. What does mapping technology do for you? If you're trying to go someplace, you just put in the destination and it tells you how to get there. When you make a wrong turn, what does the GPS do? It auto corrects. Now, when you're using GPS technology in the financial services world, whether you're trying to accumulate asset or rid yourself of debt, all you've got to do is put in the debt you're trying to get rid of, the terms and conditions, your income, and then it calculates just like a regular GPS. And by the way, in financial services, people are still going to make wrong turns. That's why they need GPS technology. You know, I had a client literally go to Vegas on a convention, and he and his wife accidentally left a couple of months of income on a blackjack table. I call that a wrong turn. You need technology that recalculates, just like when you make a wrong turn in a car. We educate our clients on how to bank like a bank. We have them use a no surrender charge, IUL, with non-recourse lending terms. We give our clients access to the largest banking incentive program of our time. And probably the most important thing that we teach you is how to provide long-term service for your clients. You know, educating a client and closing a client, that's the easy part. Being there for that client long-term as they achieve their goals, finding the right agent that actually cares about the client is probably the hardest thing we do, because I work with clients that I put on the books 18 months ago, 16 months ago. And I want to tell you something. I started in this program 18 months ago. Getting the clients to come see us was easy. I've paid off $90,000 in debt in the last 18 months in principal debt. The clients I brought to the table in this program in our first 18 months totaled $199 million in debt. Our clients have now paid off in our first 13, 14 months, actual principal debt, just over 8.1 million of it. I think that that's not too shabby. I think that's pretty amazing, actually. The technology company that provides the GPS technology has what's called a certified field trainer designation. Why do you need that? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Some of you that come to the table are not going to want to spend money for advertising. That you like the idea of waking up and being booked for an appointment. Our CFTs, limited in number, are needed every day. And all you have to be willing to do is split your compensation 50-50. If you're willing to split your compensation 50-50, you can have all the appointments you've ever wanted in your lifetime. God knows I'm one of those that I am so buried. It is what it is. We have people that do not want to sell. They like bringing us into the room, turning a client over to us. And we've got several of those, and we do not have enough CFTs. Now, CFT designation, well, you got to learn how to do that tech sale. And the technology company will not give that designation until you've done 2 training sales, 2 sales on your own, and a couple of hour course that they do not charge you for, but a couple of hour online course to get that CFT designation. Now, once you have that CFT designation, as long as you prove to be capable and able to do what I do, it is game over. You'll never have to wake up another day the rest of your life without an abundance of appointments. Just like the schedule you saw my calendar. It's ridiculous. And you can tell from my voice crackling, my voice is literally blown up and blown out almost every day of the week because you are absolutely talking too much. One client after another. Once a month, we offer an elite academy for our producers, and they come into our offices in Chesterfield, Missouri. This is a 4-day live workshop in our office. We teach more than just concept. We actually take live client appointments in the classroom, and you get to watch live appointments being done. And if you are on a live campaign, we get to watch you. We get to watch you interact with the consumer. We get to be that fly on the wall. And if there's any mistakes, we get to auto correct you and make sure you're polished and ready for doing an amazing job for us and for yourself in the future. Compensation is a big deal. Now, for those of you that understand about index life and everything, I'm going to open everything up on this page right here. But the index life contract is very, very simple. It's a no surrender charge contract. It's fair. It's not the biggest contract in the world. It is a fair compensation. We pay our agents 90% of the target premium. But because it's no surrender charge, it's paid out level over a 6-year time frame. We are paid 1.5% of the excess. Now, the one I did last night before I filmed today, let me tell you something. There was $773,000 of debt in that household. In the next 7 years, all $773,000 will be going through that index life contract. The flow premium, the minimum we set up, this one was a little bit higher than normal, but it was $13.95 a month. The target was higher than normal. This target was over $36,000. Most of my cases are in the $300 to $400 a month range. And our average target is in excess of $8,000 per client. The compensation is paid by the insurance carrier to you. You're not paid by the agency. Your excess, renewals, and compensation is vested for life day one. If you're in the agency building business, you have the ability to give the same contract, the same 90%, and we are paying out a 6% override and a 1/4 point on the excess. And we have the ability to do that 3 layers. Our service package is underwritten by Occidental Life. This is a 10-year product because most of our clients are out of debt in 10 years. This provides the client 6 months to 12 months of their income in the event they're taken down by a critical illness. The index annuity that we offer is a pure no-fee product. The index is credited yearly with participation rates in the 130 to 140% level with major bank names that you recognize. The GPS software package that helps a person monitor and make suggestions of how to move their money pays us between $900 to as much as $1,400 per client. The tech company has an equity share point program in place, very similar to the agent-owned equity programs that I just cashed out of from my last agency. Now, to get started, you're going to need the tech company platform. To be able to offer their services in all 50 states, they have a charge to use their platform, a licensing charge of $149. You're going to need Microsoft Office. You're going to need a Zoom room. You're going to need something known as the Price software, and it's not that expensive. It's a couple $100 a year or like $29 a month. You must be able to contract with our agency with National Life Group, Silac Insurance Company, F&G Life, and Occidental Life. The deal breaker carrier, so you know it up front, National Life Group and Silac. In other words, if you cannot get with us with those 2 carriers, we're not able to bring you on into our program and provide you the appointments that you need to be successful. We have a daily sales meeting every day from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. During that daily sales meeting, we're doing training on educating you on the appointment, closing the sale, and how to service your client. Now, in order for you to be considered, you need to get back